Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kwame Chumesi. There is this huge problem that I've noticed, and I don't know if there is a solution out there. Okay, so in case if one of you guys know a solution to this problem, then please let me know, because I am on a quest to look for the solution for this. Okay, so of late, most of the states in Australia are basically dashing out money, okay, as incentives for people to migrate either from other states in Australia or to migrate from overseas and come and help with their workforce. So I did a video, I think last week, in regards to Western Australia giving out 10,000 Australian dollars to both employers and also people that wants to migrate to help their construction industry. Okay, so this included carpenters, tilers, civil engineers, and the rest. And now South Australia has also announced they are also willing to give out any amount between 10,000 Australian dollars to 15,000 Australian dollars for health workers living in other states of Australia or living overseas to migrate and come and work in Australia. So, okay guys, so this is what I was referring to with South Australia, okay? So there's an article here by premiersouthaaustralia.gov.au. Okay, so this is a campaign to attract workers to South Australia, adding to Labour's big boost of 550 clinical staff. I'm just going to skip all this. Let's just go straight down. So to make this clear, okay, so a new Work for Life advertisement campaign aims to entice even more nurses. So they need more health workers. So nurses, midwives, doctors, mental health professionals, specialists, and a range of allied and scientific health workers from interstate and overseas over the next 3 months. Okay, so they need a lot of health workers from either interstate or overseas, and they want them to move over the next 3 months. So you basically have till the end of the year to get this incentive. Okay, so it basically says here that to coincide with the campaign, the government is also offering financial incentives for those who relocate here, as well as for existing workers who move from metro to country regions within the South Australia to fill gaps. Okay, successful applicants who sign the contract with South Australia Health before the end of the year, so before the end of 2023, will be eligible for financial reimbursement of up to 15,000 Australian dollars. This will help cover relocation costs such as travel, short-term accommodation, and other reasonable expenses. So this is how they've broken this down, okay? So financial reimbursements will include up to 10,000 Australian dollars for a move to a metropolitan location within 100 kilometers of the Adelaide CBD. So if you live in around, so the capital city of South Australia is Adelaide, so that's their CBD, Central Business District. Okay, so if you move within 100 kilometers, so if you work within 100 kilometers from the CBD, okay, you'll be given 10,000 Australian dollars as an incentive. If so, up to 13,000 Australian dollars for regional location, okay, greater than 100 kilometers outside of the Adelaide CBD. So if you live over 100 kilometers from the CBD, you'll be given 13,000 Australian dollars as an incentive. Okay, and up to 15,000 for remote locations. So if you move all the way from the CBD and you are living in the countrysides in South Australia, you'll be given 15,000 Australian dollars as an incentive. So why are these states giving out money? Okay, I've been living here for 16 years now. I know it's not that long. So next year is going to be 17 years, and I have noticed a trend in Australia. Guys, there is a lot of jobs in Australia. Like, there's no joke. There is a lot of jobs in Australia. But what Australia is basically lacking is skilled workers. Okay, so as you guys know, Australia is really, really huge. We have about 25 point something million people in it. But since there is a lot of jobs in Australia, most of the residents in Australia are not motivated. okay, to go get a skill so they can come and support the Australian work sector or the Australian economy. Hence, that's why Australia and most of these Western countries, they have the skills list. So immigrants that are skilled from other parts of the world can actually migrate into Australia and come and work. I know a lot of people that will drop out of school, but when they drop out of school, to trust me, they'll be able to find a job to do, because there is a lot of jobs in Australia. But yes, still we are lacking a lot of skills workers. So I am from Ghana, okay, and when I use Ghana as an example, there are a lot of skills workers in Ghana. So the Australian economy is basically set to give an opportunity to everyone, regardless if you are skilled or not, you get a job. But in Ghana, where I'm from, there isn't this opportunity. So this forces a lot of the, what they call the residents, to go learn a trade or learn a skill. For example, let's use the construction sector, for example, okay? So Western Australia is looking for a lot of construction workers to come help with their workforce. And let's take a place like Ghana, Nigeria, like most of these third world countries or most of these African countries. We have a lot of these skills workers. So when you want a carpenter, we got tons and tons of carpenters. If we want tilers, we got tons and tons of tilers. If we want like civil engineers, we have a lot of these people. But the only issue is most people that are highly skilled in most of these third world countries do not have certificates to prove that yes, they are capable of laying a brick, they are capable of laying a tile, they are capable of putting a nail in a wall. They don't have the certification to prove that they are capable of their skills, the sort of skills they have. And this is Australia looking for a lot of skills workers. So Australia needs skills workers. Most of these third world countries, they've got a lot of skills workers, but most people in the third world countries cannot migrate to Australia due to the tightened criteria and the requirement in regards to you migrating to Australia with your skills. Since I posted that Western Australia needs a lot of construction workers, I've had a lot of people that have contacted me from both Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, most of these African countries, even some from India. Most of these people are highly skilled. They've shown me a lot of photos of the sort of work and projects they've worked on. It's amazing. But the only issue is they don't have any certification to prove that they have this sort of skill set. So there is a gap in the middle. So this is my question. How can we solve this problem? How can we close this gap? A lot of people are highly skilled, but they cannot migrate because they don't have the certificates to prove that. So how can we solve this problem? Because trust me, if a lot of these skills workers are given the opportunity to come and prove themselves, then most of these states will not be giving out this huge amount to people to motivate them to come and work in Australia. You have a lot of people that are highly skilled coming in to work in Australia, but due to this tight requirements and criteria, most people are not able to do that. So how do we solve this problem? If you guys know any agencies that are basically solving this problem, please let me know. Okay, I'm also on a quest. So if you're like an Australian training business out there that can help solve this problem, please contact me and let me know. Okay, because even if we go to maybe Nigeria and Kenya, so you like an Australian training business goes and set up a training center, okay, in these third world countries. And if people say they are highly skilled, let them come and prove themselves. So if they prove themselves, then we take them through maybe a month or 2 or 3 months, what we call a certification training, give them the certificate so they can actually use that to migrate to Australia. This is my little suggestion. Okay, so if you are like an agency somewhere in Australia, or you're a company that's already offering this, then please let me know, because we have a lot of people that are highly skilled living overseas that need certification so they can actually make it to Australia. My name is Kwame Chumisi. If you find this information useful, you know what to do. Please click on that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you do not miss out when we release another video. Please help me solve this problem. I'm on a quest and I really want to solve this. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.